He's the tallest man on the radio, so sit right back and enjoy the show. Flying through the air like a ballistic missile. Here's your host, Ben Kissel.
Hey, what's up, everyone? How you doing? Welcome to the Ben Kissel channel. I'm Ben Kissel, joined by Jerii Aquino.
What's up?
And Kyle Ploof.
Pow, 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 pow. Hello.
Oh, wow. Pow, pow, pow,
Pow, pow, pow, pow. I'm fired up.
He's all different after the Limp Bizkit
Monday,
concert.
let's go.
Yeah, seriously.
That's
he got
cool.
to break stuff this weekend.
Yeah.
That's-
Well, talked about breaking stuff.
Yeah.
Didn't actually do it.
I like that Limp Bizkit cover band that just talks about rummaging through things.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun. Check out Kyle Ploof on the Death and Entertainment podcast and the Political Show right here on the Ben Kissel channel. So we've got to get the update.
Yes.
How was it, brother?
We
Obviously, Limp Bizkit, okay. They got a chocolate starfish. Don't leave that on your friend's couch. But the main attraction, I got to hear.
Yeah.
Corey Feldman, my friend.
We walked in and we thought we had already missed Corey because we were a little late.
No.
Because my old lady liked to fancy herself early for things, but she's always late.
Wow, you really are sounding like a Limp Bizkit fan.
Yeah.
Old lady,
Yeah.
fancy herself.
Fancying.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Very young, very hip with the crowd.
Yeah.
Yes.
She got her hair done. It took her 7 hours.
It looked amazing.
That's amazing.
It looks fantastic. It better look good for 7 fucking hours.
Good
Yeah.
for her. She did that for Fred Durst.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. You want to get your pubes done as well.
Yeah. And we
That's
ended-
for Wes.
we walked in and we couldn't see who was on stage. And we were like, this can't be Corey. This actually sounds really good. And we walked in and it was actually Corey.
And he sounded good.
He sounded amazing.
Because I've heard
Yeah.
worst guitar solo in history.
Yeah, no, he sounded great.
Was
Did he-
singing?
He was singing.
Oh, wow.
He was playing. All around was
Was
great.
he dancing?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh,
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was the last stop on the tour, so I think he finally figured it out, and then the tour's over.
Well, that's when you want to get it done. You want
Yeah.
to end on a high note and then not do anything for a long time.
Yes,
Well, that's fantastic.
I think that's what they did, and I got my voice a little messed up here today, but
I'm almost there. I'm at 84%. When Jerii came over today, I said I was at 95%, but now I've started talking.
yeah,
And I'm
Yeah.
at 84%.
Yep.
think
Yeah,
so.
that
It's
sounds
Fine.
about
Who
right.
cares?
Yeah.
Overall, pretty good.
for sure.
Well, that's great. So if Corey Feldman is out there, congratulations. You said haters. Why are you hating?
Yeah.
There's no need. I'm out here shredding, and I'm great. And
Yeah.
he deserves to eliminate the hate because Corey Feldman's great.
That's right. We were open to hate. We weren't actually hating. We were open to hating.
Right. Well, you
And
didn't
then
go
we
into
walked
troll.
in. We're like, wow.
You got to come
We
in with
can't
an
hate
open
this.
heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for you.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That sounds
I'm,
fun.
I'm so proud of him because, I really do hate the negativity that makes this world go around and around and around.
Yep.
And so for Corey to do something well after supposedly being molested by everybody,
Yeah.
including, the Hollywood
Yeah.
sign itself,
Yeah, yeah.
I think was at one point inside of his asshole.
Wow.
Yeah, no, he was the original Me Too'er.
Yeah, he really was.
Yeah.
So I feel like for him, what is he? He's got to be almost 60 years old at this point.
Yeah, I gotta be.
It's got to be, right? But he's looking young as a spring chicken. Maybe could be the molestation.
Could be.
But I'm just happy that he is, living his best freaking life.
yes.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, thank you for the update on that. And I'm sorry I couldn't go. All right. Well, speaking of updates, we talked about this guy a little while ago. He decapitated both of his parents and then also killed the family dog.
Oh my God, that's right.
This guy, his name was Joseph GERDVIL.
Yes.
GERDVIL. God, bringing a bad name to people with the GERD.
Yep. People with the GERD. GERDVIL sounds like a town where everybody has suspenders and their pants still fall down. I don't
Yeah.
understand why, nor will you. So Joseph GERDVIL, the arrest, the footage of the arrest has now been released.
Ooh.
And this guy, I think we did call it, and we'll show the picture of him once again. He's a little bit batshit crazy.
Well, you think
So-
he decapitated his parents.
Well, exactly. But, sometimes everyone's out there and you're like, if I could just have the head of my mom and the head of my dad in both of my hands right now, I'd feel great.
Yeah.
But this guy, again, it wasn't for a good reason. Also, he killed the dog.
Which is just, ugh.
Horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. So when the officers were like, hey, buddy, we've got you now, he said, God dang it. And they shot him a bunch of times because he was like going nuts. The first few bullets, they hit him, and he was like, I'm fine, you fucking pussies. He was like Deadpool. But then apparently the fourth one, then all the blood started to come, and he's like, I'm still just a man. I'm still just a GERDVIL.
Yeah.
Which is a name you could say while you're gurgling on your own blood.
Yeah.
And then he started singing. This was the strangest thing. So the first three bullets, they had little to no effect. And then the fourth bullet, he dropped to the ground, started bleeding, and it was pouring from his wounds. And then he said to the officer, I love you. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to die. And then he started singing. And then he said, just finish me off. Put one in my head, please. I beg you. Just put one in my head. But then he started singing love songs.
Oh.
Love song.
Specifically, Tina Turner's hit, What's Love Got to Do with It?
Oh, boy.
So he was lying there on the ground, bleeding out, talking to a cop who's like, he was like, kill me. But then he's like, but what about the power of music? And then he just started singing like, what's love got to do? Got to do with it.
Yep.
And then so he was singing that, and then he did go on to say, what's love but a secondhand emotion? So he was really getting in there. Again, this guy looks like Dane Cook if Dane Cook didn't have any jokes. So he then sang.
So exactly like Dane Cook.
Well,
Wow, shots fired. Pop, 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 pop.
well, now Dane he was able to sell out though.
Oh, that's good for him.
Dane Cook was able to sell out some arenas. He had,
sure.
he had
he
some
was.
jokes.
Yeah, he had some jokes.
And back in the day, Dane Cook, he had a little something going for him.
He was a little silly.
He was a little silly, and he was one of the first guys to really use the internet
Yes, very true.
that Al Gore invented. So another thing that he sang was, "I just called to say I love you." So he's bleeding out on the ground, and he's singing.
That's
all
a
these-
long time to bleed out. Those
It
are
is a
two
long
like
time.
ballads.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I think he just had a couple of words for each song, kind of like when I sing my hip hop music. And then you got to self edit.
Ah, yes.
But he
okay.
self-edited probably a lot. But anyway, they stabilized him, and now he faces 2 counts of homicide of
Oh,
his
wow.
parents.
They
So
stabilized him.
he's still alive.
He thought he was going to be singing that on his way out.
I think that's
He
what
was planning his exit songs.
Well, he wanted to have the better final last words than Matthew Perry, which was, "Yeah, shoot me up with a big one."
Yeah, that's true. That was something else.
I mean, if your last words are singing the beautiful lyrics of Tina Turner,
Yeah.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Well, he was also saying, shoot me up with a big one between the eyes.
Yeah, he
Right.
was. Yeah. It sounds like before they caught him, he just took the drugs and the drugs were working.
Yeah. It might be a little bit, you like to use this term too much because it's about my people. And I think it's derogatory about my people.
Sure.
What people are you talking about?
Germans.
Whites.
Oh, okay.
Whites.
I thought you meant gingers.
No. Gingers are demonized, criticized, crucified.
Yeah.
But then we keep on fucking coming back, don't we?
That's how you
Don't we?
know they have no
Unfortunately.
souls.
Absolutely. We ain't messing around no more. I think there might have been a little privilege here. A little white privilege.
Ooh.
Because
yeah.
everybody else, when they get shot by the cops.
You get taken out.
You get taken out.
Yeah.
Usually you don't have to be like, put one in my head, please. Like he's Guado
Yeah.
from Total Recall.
Open my mind.
Please. I mean, granted, the cop did shoot him 4 times, so he tried.
Yeah.
He did try. He gave it the old college try.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So that's the update on that guy. And he's still alive. I'm assuming he's probably going to be in quite a bit of trouble when he goes to court. You'll be singing another tune
Hey.
when he's in those prison showers.
Oh, yeah. Stay alive.
Speaking of musicians, do you know who Sexy Red is?
I do.
Do you like Sexy Red?
No. I
You
can't
don't.
say that I do, but I am entertained.
Well, have you heard about her new lip gloss line?
She has a lip gloss line.
Yeah, it's
God,
massive.
it's so annoying.
Well, I think I could see you really enjoying this. Why don't you like her?
Because I don't like, because she doesn't have a lot of talent,
Ah.
and yet it's everywhere. It's blowing up around me. I can't stop it. I hear her in the radios, and it hurts. It hurts me.
Well, she's only getting more successful, and now she has a box of lip glosses, and they're super fun, and they're named very sexy.
Oh.
Yes. So the name of the glosses are Coochie Juice.
No.
Yes.
Put it on my lips.
No.
Yes. So you can put Coochie Juice on your lips, Jerii.
I'm going to be putting it on
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
We get it. We get it, guys.
And then also there's another one that you might like that all of us like, Booty Hole Brown.
Booty hole brown.
Why?
It's more of a matte.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not glossy.
There's another one that's just called Nut.
Oh, that's
Which
the
is-
glossy.
Get out.
That's your off-white. That's your off-white.
Stop.
That's
This
just-
isn't real.
It is real. No, this is her. We'll show the packaging. This is the packaging.
That's the menu.
She's holding it up. And then there's another one that's called Pussy Hole Pink.
oh my God.
So that shows that's the color of the pussy hole. But if you
Yeah.
want your lips to match,
Yeah, they're
Right.
all pink on the inside.
and they
Yeah.
really just get more and more bizarre. The one that I think is actually the most innocent is called Sex on My Period. Which
Oh.
that one I think that's powerful.
Red Wings.
Yeah, it's feminist.
You know? But then she's got other ones called gonorrhea, blue balls.
Why?
I don't know. Gonorrhea, blue balls, and then yellow discharge.
No way.
These are the names of her lip glosses. And you can see her right now on Instagram. She's putting the lip glosses next to her butt.
On
and
her
then-
butt.
On her butt. And then taking a picture. So we'll see how well these sell.
How is this supposed to appetize me to want to use the color gonorrhea on my lips?
Yeah, it sounds like the Garbage Pail Kids put out a line of lip gloss.
I mean, who's not buying that?
Yeah, you know?
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of fun.
I will say this is someone who loves lip gloss. I love lip. I have a weird addiction to buying lipstick and lip gloss constantly, even though I have the same 4 shades in 25 different shades.
Booty hole brown?
I'm not gonna. I do like me a booty hole brown. It goes really well with my skin tone.
Well, there you go.
But I don't think I want that one.
Well, I do have some empathy for parents. You know?
Yeah.
Just because lip gloss, you start wearing that very young.
You
And
do.
then be
Yeah.
like, Mom, I want the newest sexy red lip gloss. And you're like, okay, honey, how bad could it be?
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, she's putting yellow discharge on her lips. And then she has to
Oh
go
my
to school and then be like, I have yellow discharge on my lips. And then your dad's arrested.
Yeah.
And you're like, God, it's the name of the lip gloss. They're like, I highly doubt that, sir.
My dad let me get yellow discharge at the mall.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But then she does switch it up with the blue balls, which I think everything is pretty vaginal.
Blue
But
ball.
then, and nut. So I guess nut and blue balls, which, you know, if you do one or the other, you're not going to have that.
I'm not going to have them both.
You can't have them both at the same time.
No.
It's counterintuitive.
Yeah.
What if you can?
You can have your blue balls and nut too.
Yeah.
Well, that's the worst. That's the worst of all worlds.
Yeah. Does
Well,
it's gotta feel like you're sneezing down there or something, or like you try to hold in the sneeze, but then you kind of
Yeah,
cough at the
it goes
same
back
time.
in.
Goes
Yeah.
back in.
Oh,
well, that's not so fun. But here's another picture of him, Kyle. We'll show this one too. She's got a stack of them.
because she's
No,
not selling well, apparently.
Well, maybe.
because she named them gonorrhea and blue balls and jizz. Was
I
it?
got a warehouse full of gonorrhea.
The jizz one is no. There's no jizz.
It's just not.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
nut.
it's just nut.
Get it right.
And
Sorry.
don't forget coochie juice. Yeah, booty hole brown coochie juice, yellow discharge. That's in gonorrhea. I don't know why she's throwing the STDs in there.
Coochie. How do you make something so beautiful still sound so horrifying?
I don't know. I don't know.
Makes me sad.
Well, anyway, sticking with the world of music.
I mean, good for her that she's capitalizing and figuring out how to brand. I mean, she knows that she can only go so far musically. She can only say "bend that ass over" for me, for you, for Drake, for all of us.
Oh, is
so
that
many
what she-
times.
For the
For
Lord.
Drake. Isn't Drake
Yeah.
gay? Drake's gay, isn't he?
For Sexy Red. That's correct.
Oh, is that right? He's with her?
Yeah, I think she was one of his strippers, if not, dare I say, his favorite stripper, and he is the reason that she's gotten a leg up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Possibly two.
interesting
Yep.
choice of words. Well, back in my day, the musicians were very talented.
Yeah,
TLC, Tender Love and Care. Mm-hmm. Okay, remember them?
they do.
And Left Eye is gone with us.
Rest in peace.
Are way too soon. She did burn down Andre Rison's house, receiver for the Falcons,
Yep.
but she didn't mean to.
No.
She just threw all of his clothes and a bunch of belongings in a tub.
She didn't know the tub was going to melt.
No, she didn't know the tub was going to melt. Like that fucking,
How
like
would
that
you-
show.
How would you know that?
Exactly. Unless you throw a bunch of stuff in a tub and let it on fire, how do you know?
Right.
Yeah. She was trying to stick to the rivers and the lakes that she was used to.
Yeah.
But they were a little more flammable than
And
she
that
thought.
that video was amazing, by the way,
So amazing.
and Red Light Special.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it wasn't that fun for the receiver there.
Man, who was that artist that sang "My lip gloss is cool, lip gloss is poppin'"? Because she missed an opportunity for lip gloss branding. That was like before everyone started having their own like mogul brands. But
Yep, that was Kylie Jenner. I think started all that.
that's not. Nope.
Yeah, she did. Well, Kylie Jenner started everyone. She's with the makeup.
Yeah, she did start it though.
The Olsen twins did that.
The
Oh
Olsen.
yeah, the Olsen.
Okay.
They were the first ones to
Yeah.
do the booty hole brown.
Yes.
Okay. okay.
Yeah,
Like,
I remember the Olsen twins lip gloss.
Yellow
yeah.
discharge.
Yeah, there's two of us. It's
They
like
had
having
red
sex with one.
discharge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were cool. So anyway,
my dog.
TLC, they have canceled many concerts because T-BOZ has been hospitalized for severe abdominal blockage. She can't poop.
God, I hate when that happens.
Isn't that horrible?
Oh, it sucks.
It's opiates.
You think so?
Well, yeah, that's what happens. If you get like really, really bad and you can't get it out with like, a colonic or something, then it's usually, addiction
what is
to
a
pills.
colonic?
Oh my
Colonic,
God,
I
could
got
tell
one
you.
in Seattle.
You did?
Yeah.
It's something in your colon.
They shove a tube up your ass and fill your intestines with hot water if you can't shit.
Oh my God.
And they
Lucky
explode it
you.
out and then suck it out and you can see it going through the machine. It's creepy.
Not so sleepless in
Creepy.
Seattle.
No.
My mother used to do colonic.
Oh my God.
And I walked in on her one time. She did a special coffee bean colonic.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's my mama Laura.
Yeah.
So it was involved. Yeah, it involved caffeine. She was a regular old Starbucks back there. I walked in on it one day. I walked with. There's a board.
man.
There's a board that you sit on, and then you put your butt over the toilet, and then you colonic it.
Oh, she did it by herself.
I think it was at home. It was a homemade brew.
Wow.
Yeah, it was. I grew up with evangelical parents, but they also had like a hippie side to them.
Sure.
The evangelicals are like, but it's all God and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But then it's also like, what if we shove a bunch of coffee beans up our asshole?
Right.
I don't know. It's a unique duo of philosophy.
Oh my God. You know what I
Mishmash.
bet would be a really pretty brown lip gloss? Coffee bean colonic.
Ooh.
That would be good.
That would be really
And
nice.
it's not so on the nose.
Yeah.
It's on the butt.
It's on the butt.
Indeed. So T-BOZ, she's 54 years old now. I hope that she gets better. This is kind of crazy. They had to cancel an event at the New York State Fair.
Aw.
Which I didn't realize TLC is doing the New York State Fair. I mean, it's a good take any gig you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't that strange? I feel
That is
old
kind
now
of
because
strange.
I don't want to see TLC when I'm, sucking
In
down a corn
state
dog, and
Yeah.
fair.
Some fried
yeah.
Oreos.
it'll definitely be during the
Yeah.
daylight because aren't they? They end by like 8, 9
Yeah.
p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be like when I went to that Comedy Central event, which is a horrific clusterfuck or some shit like that, and they had the comedians going on after bands.
Oh, that's bad.
They had Wu-Tang Clan and Salt and Pepper perform in the daylight.
Wow.
And I thought that was
That's
egregious.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang Clan finished up, and then I think it was like Jeff Ross or something came out afterwards and was like, who was ready to laugh? I mean, he did a fine job. There was professionals.
Sure.
But there's
Yeah.
something immoral about musicians performing before comedians.
Yeah.
It's not right.
No, comics got to warm it up.
Absolutely. So they were going to do the New York State Fair on Friday, and then they were going to double it up with Foxwoods in Connecticut.
Oh, wow.
And they had to cancel both of those because I guess she just had to take a dump the whole time, then she couldn't sing.
Well, that's really annoying. You know what's annoying when you really can't take a dump, but then you start to get hungry, but you still kind of feel full from the last time you ate because you haven't shitted it out yet.
Right.
And then it all just starts building up, and then you have to sing. Yeah, I would cancel the shows too.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the New York State Fair. You probably want to fire your agent and your manager.
Probably, yeah.
Like, how the fuck did we get here?
Yeah.
Why is this happening? Lisa Left Eye Lopez would not fucking be happy. She didn't burn down Andre Rison's house for this.
Yep. Facts.
So if I am going to cancel a gig, that's the one you cancel.
Yeah.
And also, state.
Foxwoods is a good one.
Oh, Foxwoods is fine. I've done
Yeah.
Foxwoods. It's
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, it's huge.
big. You got your casino right there.
I saw Paramore.
Oh,
there.
nice.
Nope.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That was great.
People love Paramore.
Yeah. 12-year-old girls and me.
Yep, that
Yeah.
sounds right.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, if you go in, I think if you sell Sexy Red's lip gloss to a 12-year-old, you go to prison.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so be careful there. So anyway, after arriving in Syracuse, she experienced sudden severe nausea, vomiting, and then intense abdominal cramps. So we hope she's
Ouch.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hope she's okay. And it could be far more serious than just having to take a shit. I'm really just being very immature about the entire situation.
What? No way. I thought
Yes.
you were holding yourself with such poise.
I know. And the irony is she wasn't able to shit, but the person that she performs with is chilly. Maybe have a little bit of that.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little bit of chili, a little dab will do you.
She's looking at her like, hello,
Please.
I have an idea.
Let's get some booty hole brown on these lips
You know?
and make it happen.
Oh, God.
So TLC has promised fans they're committed to rescheduling. But the New York State Fair, how are you going to reschedule that? It only happens once a year.
Right?
Happens once.
All right. Other music news. Do you guys know about this man? And he is in a really he's a failure. He's in a group, he's in a band called Cancer Christ.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Isn't that cool?
Never heard of it.
Cancer Christ?
Cancer
or
Christ.
is there a comma there? Like Cancer Christ.
No, it's not even like I'm mad about this ovarian cancer that I got.
Oh,
I am the
no.
Christ of cancer.
I am
No.
Cancer Christ.
Yeah.
It's just Cancer Christ. He wants to be edgy. So we can show a picture of the guy here. He's a maniac, right? So he was on a bunch of drugs, I would imagine. And then at 1:45, this was in Mariposa County.
Butterfly.
Yeah.
What do you mean butterfly?
Mariposa means butterfly in
In
Spanish.
Spanish.
Is that right?
Kyle, do you know a lot of Spanish?
I'm bilingual. Not really.
That's great. That's beautiful.
That's twice already.
Mariposa.
Yeah.
You're my Mariposa, baby Posa.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's dead.
He did die.
Yeah.
Too soon. Too
in
soon. Be very, very careful out there. Oh, stop with the drugs.
Yep.
So 1:45 in Mariposa, this guy, his name is Anthony Melhalf. He went into a restaurant and he confronted a pregnant waitress and he told her, "The spirits have led me to you."
Oh, don't you just love that?
no.
So that's fucking scary.
Someone on the train just looks right at you and needs to talk to you specifically.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the worst. And you're like, God damn it.
What
why do
about
the spirits
me?
have to lead you to
Yeah.
me?
What about me? Set your sights. Oh, God. I hate the spirits.
We got to change the spirit GPS.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So he went to this pregnant woman. He says, "The spirit brought you to me."
Oh,
and then he says, "Your baby belongs to me." And then he says,
I knew it was going there.
right? It's very Rosemary's Baby, but like
Yeah.
if it was like Trailer Park Boys does Rosemary Babies.
Right.
Rosemary's Baby. So he says, "Your baby belongs to me." And then he says, "What time is your break?"
Oh, no.
He says, "Because I'll be waiting for you." But I do like the spirit is also like, well, we're not going to let her steal from her boss. That's called theft of hours or something.
Yeah, yeah. They don't want her to be on the clock. They're like, dude, you can't just bother. She's clearly about to serve a table right now. Like, can you just like let her do her job, let her clock out, and then we'll get her in the back.
Yeah, then we'll gut her and take her baby and raise it as our own.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And it'll be super exciting. So that wasn't where it all ended. He then allegedly stole several drinks, assaulted another restaurant employee, and then he went to Yosemite National Park about 15 miles away. So he was just having a day. He eventually crashed his car near a fish camp area.
Oh, damn.
Yep, took off his shirt, handed it to a witness, and said, "You're going to want to keep this. I'm about to be famous."
Oh, boy.
So
Did he sign it?
he made it all the way to this show.
I hope he signed it.
Wow.
No, I don't think he signed it.
Oh, man. You know, that's really sad. Honestly, it sounds like he's going through a manic episode of sorts.
Oh, complete psychotic break.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that he really thinks that this is going to be good for Cancer Christ.
Yeah.
Because the whole world's a stage.
And that's a band, or that's what he calls himself?
That's the name of the band.
And what's the music like?
I don't know, Kyle, can we find some Cancer Christ?
We sure can.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. You're
See what
fantastic.
subgenre this falls into.
Yes. So he says, "You're going to want to keep this shirt. I'm going to be famous." And at that point, he stole a bicycle and then he went to a lodge, entering through the kitchen's back door, placing his hat and other items in the refrigerator. So then he took out his hat, took out a knife, and put it in the refrigerator. I don't know why.
To keep it cold.
Yes. You want a cold height.
You don't want it to go bad.
Exactly.
You don't. And also Yosemite National Park. It's hot outside. A cold hat might feel good.
Yeah.
He's definitely on some kind of drugs. So I'm sorry. He didn't put a knife in the refrigerator. He grabbed a knife. So he put the hat in the refrigerator, grabbed a knife, and then he started threatening the other workers. And then he stripped down to his underwear and told customers, yeah, it's just, this is like a really long tease.
Yeah, they're like giving him a lot of leeway to do a
Yeah.
lot of things before they're like, hey, maybe someone should get this guy out of here. Maybe when he started unbuckling his pants.
Yeah, they're like, hold on, stop.
Yeah.
No way, man. That's the dude from Cancer Christ, bro. You gotta let him do his thing.
Oh, that's right. He's being artistic.
He's fucking cool, man. He's Cancer Christ, bro.
Right.
So then he went down to his underwear and he told customers, "You better leave or you're going to be in danger." And then he assaulted and attempted to kidnap a manager before he stole the manager's car.
Wow.
So we have so he stole a bike.
Right. Like, how did he get there in the first place?
He biked. So this is the second restaurant. So he's
Right.
going to get that baby. Then he had to go put his hat in the refrigerator.
How did he get to the baby first?
Well, he was just around.
He was around.
He was around,
Right.
ran in there.
The spirits led him there.
Yeah, the spirits led him, so he
Right,
was
right.
flying.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yes. And then he drove back on Highway 41. He encountered a Tesla, and then he had a massive road rage incident. So he was like, fuck you, Tesla. Elon Musk, he's a fascist. I still call it Twitter, damn it.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that.
And so he began making aggressive hand gestures at the person driving the Tesla, and he kept on ramming the Tesla.
It'd be better if it was driverless.
yeah.
And he was
Yeah.
just going crazy. It would be more appropriate, I think.
Yeah, that is true.
Just arguing with the void out there.
It's all you do online, isn't it?
Yep.
It's very,
Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah.
It's symbolic in a lot of ways, isn't it?
Kind of
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Right next to a major national park.
Poetic.
Then he was chased by sheriff's deputies in the area where he crashed the stolen car and was subsequently detained by law enforcement, and then he went to the local hospital. So what a day.
I know. He had a full plan.
Oh, holy hell. I mean, this must have taken this is 45 minutes to an hour at least.
At least.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. And at the end of this, he had no pants on.
No pants. And we can show that picture as well. When he was actually arrested, that is going to be him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so he's just got his boxer shorts on, and you'll notice a lot of sweat and gray long hair. And what's fascinating, and I think people watching on YouTube will really find this fascinating, he's only 40 years old.
Wow.
And he looks like
He is,
60?
yeah,
Maybe?
about 60.
Looks like someone who's like, I've enjoyed Limp Bizkit before they got famous.
Yeah. Well, there are a number of songs that has come up for Cancer Christ. The number one single is God Hates Cops.
Oh.
And the CD cover is Jesus Christ blowing his own head off with a shotgun.
Well, could we play any of it?
Yeah. This is.
I don't want to get in trouble with the guy. I hope he doesn't cease and desist.
By
Yeah.
the guy, do you mean God?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cancer craze.
The spirits might copyright strike us. Let's see.
Oh,
The little ditty. God hates cops.
Do you like cops? I fucking hate cops. God hates cops too. God is great.
whoa. I mean, it kind of rocks.
Yeah, it kind of goes hard. I hate to admit it. Although I will say that the beginning part sounds like it's going to lead into like some crazy like club disc like beat.
Right.
Then there's Baptized in Piss and Shit.
Oh.
Bring back the guillotine. Satan is a bitch. Do you want to go to heaven? Jesus got a big old cock.
Oh, let's do Jesus as a big old cock.
All right.
Come on. I mean, we just said. Much better than I expected.
Honestly, it really is.
Maybe his plan has worked.
Yeah.
Okay, honestly, after hearing this
Wow.
music, I now feel like he's a little more organized than I thought he was. And
Yeah.
I want to go up to him and be like, buddy, what happened?
Right.
You're
Right.
fucking killing it. Why
But-
are you...
Maybe this might have just been marketing 101. Maybe this is it. He did it. He did it.
Oh, yeah.
Look,
he
we're
did it.
playing his music to the audience now. So, you know.
I mean, it's also when you open up with like armed robbery and, all this stuff, then you hear the music, you're like, well, that's not quite as fucking horrible as I would have imagined.
yeah.
'Cause I
Yeah,
thought you
no.
were just a total maniac.
Yeah. He's just having an episode, a manic episode right now. But usually when he's on his meds, he knows how to channel it healthily and into the proper channels, make some kick-ass music.
Well, he refers to himself as Saint Anthony, and Cancer Christ, quote, mixes Christian, satanic, and reptilian imagery. So he's got a
Yes.
little alien reptilian in there. So
He calls himself St. Anthony.
that's what he calls himself.
Well, the closing track on this record is St. Anthony's sermon.
Well, we might have to give that a listen.
Thoughts and prayers are great, but I lust for action.
Shots and
I dream
prayers?
of the thought.
I think it was thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and
Alive
prayers.
round in every brain of every chief of
Maybe it was
police.
shots.
The decapitated heads of officers piled and smashed to bits. Politicians hanged by their entrails, sodomized and impaled on the flagpoles of freedom. Amen.
USA, baby.
Amen.
he might have my vote for a president. Wow. So he's been charged with vandalism of $400, vehicle theft, reckless driving, kidnapping, first degree burglary, and robbery. And those are all felonies.
That sucks. Not to mention murdering the tracks that he's on, because he's kind of killing it there.
Yeah. Yep. Indeed. Anthony Melhoff, you, my friend, might just be the next big thing in music.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's move on. Perhaps, let's see. Okay, do you guys want to talk about a dude who killed his whole family because he was really upset that his mother died and they were trying to take his house? Uh-huh. Or do you want to talk about something far more innocent, which is this mother who named her daughter Lampshade, or Shade,
boy.
but then she was upset about it because the woman told her daughter that she was named after a lampshade. Well, her name is Shade, and then now the daughter is 25 and she's super pissed.
Oh.
Those are really both of those stories.
Wow, honestly, we could just... do we have time for both?
Let's knock them both.
They're so
All right,
riveting.
let's knock them both. So this story takes place in beautiful, sunny Long Island. There's a fella.
Long Island.
Long Island.
Long Island.
Oh, beautiful. Have you been to Long Island?
Yeah,
Oh,
my
yeah.
grandmother and my little brother still live there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, be very careful. This
Yeah.
guy, Joseph DeLucia, he's dead. He's 59 years old. He killed 3 of his siblings and his niece as they gathered at the home of his deceased mother, where he also lived. So the guy is 59 years old. There he's got a red Solo cup. He's
my
having a good time.
God.
The problem is this. So I've read this story, and I feel a little bit of empathy because he's special needs.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
So he was living with his mom, and he's got some mental problems, right? And he had lived there his whole life. And then his sisters came up from Florida, and they were like, "Yo, and they were there for the funeral because the mom just died last week." And they were like, "We got to sell this fucking house." So they wanted to put it on Zillow, boom, flip it right away. They're looking for $900,000.
That's a large change on top of his mother dying.
It is. So I think he was like, "Whoa, guys, mom just died. You know, I always wanted to have sex with her, and this is horrible.
Yeah.
And now you want to sell the house that I've lived in. Granted, I'm 59. I should have moved out, but I can't because my brain ain't right."
Right.
So, because they were pressuring him to get out, one sister said, "You can come and live with me," which is a fate worse than death.
Yeah.
You know, you never want to have to go live with a sibling when you're almost 60. That means you either have...
Wow. Yeah, that sounds like a nightmare.
Oh, it's very bad.
Yeah.
Unless they're super rich and get multiple rooms, but I don't think that was the
Right.
case in this situation.
Oh.
So, in a rage, DeLucia leveled a pump-action shotgun, and then he killed 3 of his siblings and his niece. So he was real mad about them, and then he also killed himself.
Oh.
So they're all gone now. The captain said, this is the police captain, said officers found him with a self-inflicted gunshot wound to his chest. He was pronounced at the scene.
He shot himself in the chest?
Well, I guess so. Maybe he wants to preserve the brain to see just how wacky he was.
That's what Junior Seau did. In the
Yes.
NFL. Yeah.
Yep, because he had
Wow.
CTE.
Wow.
He said, "Study my brain." Shot himself in the chest with a
wow.
shotgun.
Holy shit.
But Junior Seau didn't take anybody else with him.
No.
No.
He's a good man, not like Chris Benoit.
Yep.
Killed his whole
Yeah,
fucking
he killed
family
his whole
too.
family.
Not good. So the neighbor of the DeLucia family said that they were hearing a bunch of screaming. And
Oh,
you would think,
wow.
oh my God, is that the victims? But no, it was Joe himself. Neighbor Sandy Landsman, she says, "We heard high-pitched screaming. It was Joe screaming, then one shot." And then she said, "I was shocked. I never would have before thought that he was able to do this." And then he said, "We heard he was very upset over this. He didn't know where to go. He had lived there his whole life. One of the siblings said she would take care of him and that they would let him come and live with her. Apparently, that didn't sound good to him."
Wow.
That's so sad.
Yep, so it's a family tragedy. Interestingly enough, Joe, ironically, was an EMT.
What?
Yeah, he worked as an EMT.
You can't be special needs and work as an EMT.
Yeah, you
How
can.
special needs?
What are you talking about?
He?
What are you talking about?
How special needs?
Have you met an EMT? I mean, I love EMTs. Anyone that comes and resuscitates me on the street, thank you. But yeah, you can. There's levels. There's levels.
There are levels, huh?
Yeah, you're the EMT that holds him, sits on his chest and holds him down. Well,
I played on an EMT on TV once.
I know multiple times on Blue
Multiple
Bloods.
times, yes.
Wow.
Jerii Aquino, for all those Hollywood producers out there, get this woman her famous acting work already. Mm-hmm. Good God, so she can stop hanging out with schlubs. That's me. Okay, so a lot of people said there were some challenges. It was very sad. They say, but his mother passed away, and I think that triggered him. You know that they were selling the house, and because of that, he went nuts. According to Landsman, she says he didn't say anything, just a high-pitched scream. She said, I heard a scream. She said, I never heard a scream like that before. And then, oh no, I'm sorry. She said, I had heard him scream like that before. Whenever he gets frustrated or really upset, he lets that out. He's kind of like Leatherface.
Aww.
So isn't that interesting?
Yeah, but even Leatherface didn't kill his family.
No, Leatherface respected family.
Yeah.
He would kill
the values.
Absolutely. He was a mama's boy. That's why I'm Team Leatherface.
Yeah. But also, his mother died, so he was kind of losing it.
He had no reason to live whatsoever in his own mind.
Yeah. And he's like, my sister's house. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
My sister's house.
They're obviously the victims here, but I do think you gotta slow roll this.
Yeah, definitely. They
You know?
were moving it too quickly on him. He was already clearly so overwhelmed, so emotional.
Right. So emotional, overwhelmed.
Yeah.
He knew how to use weapons.
Well, a shotgun,
Yeah.
it's the easiest of all the guns.
That's true.
A
You know.
shotgun turned around on himself.
Yep, very Kurt Cobain-ish.
Yeah.
Yep, that's why in those video games I always choose the shotgun. You kill 3 or 4 people, which I'm playing a new game. I tried it today. It's called Black Myth Wutong.
What?
I'm a monkey. But
Are
it's-
you?
It's very hard.
Oh.
It's very hard.
Well, monkeys are smart.
No, I know, but I'm fighting these wolf creatures. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Yes. So the indications he had a lot of emotional problems, and he would just do this high-pitched scream, and then go nuts. Which,
Yeah, he probably blacked out, killed his siblings, and then woke up and then was like horrified, like, what the fuck did I do? And then he just killed himself.
Yeah, apparently he would spend money on tools and stuff. The house was pretty much hoarded, packed with tools and stuff like that. He was living there his whole life, never lived on his own. So according to the captain, they say, so you could see his mindset where his world is now changing, and he was in a panic.
Yeah.
So it's really not good. Yeah. One post on social media said, here we go again. That's what a post on social media, somebody said, here we go again. Another guy who puts his spin on oil filler back with a cap wrench. I don't know.
What?
I don't know what that means. They say this is incorrect. It should be hand tight only. No one gets this. I don't know what that's about.
Are you still on the same article?
Yeah. It's very interesting.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's not doing well. So anyway, that's completely derailed.
Yeah.
Apparently, he also updated his Facebook cover photo to a New York license plate that simply said depressed.
Ah.
Yeah, it was DEPRSSED.
Yeah. Could only get so many letters.
Depursed.
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 He was super fucking depursed.
Oh, boy.
I
Yeah.
get caught in a little depersion sometimes.
Yeah.
Yup. Oh, they're still looking for $900,000 for the thing for the house.
Who gets the house now?
Well, someone for $900,000, but I'd go in and request a small discount.
Whoever is left alive in that family name has quite a trauma on their hands.
Well,
this
bit of cleaning to do.
It's a little bit like Amityville Horror, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think there was another Italian last name, the person who pulled that off.
Jeez.
So anyway, you can get that house probably for $400, $350 now.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it's got heavy walkways, sparsely covered lawn. Wasn't in very good shape.
So it needs renovations anyway.
Yeah, it needs some reno.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get all the blood and
Yeah.
yeah.
Jeez.
That's just horrible what happened there. Yeah. So the local real estate agent Mary Maculioso, she said the late matriarch's king contacted her to swing by the home Sunday in preparation for selling, but when she got there that afternoon, police had already taped off the street.
They are already
Yep. And she says when this happened, they arrived to meet the realtor. They brought Starbucks. They were assembled in the den area. The brother had stayed behind. So they had their Starbucks. In total, 13 shots were fired. 12 aimed
Wow.
at the victims, and 1 at himself.
Jeez.
Wow, that's insane. And the realtor got there and was like, "Ugh, this is gonna be impossible to sell.
It's going to be
now.
so impossible.
It's gonna be so annoying."
Unless you flip it and reverse it and sell it to one of these true crime fanatics who'd be like, "Oh, it smells like death in here."
Yeah.
Maybe Cancer Christ.
Oh, that's true. Maybe
When he gets out of
Christ,
jail, yeah.
Maybe Cancer Christ. This might be a great little recording studio in the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like it.
Bunch of souls going on in the environment.
Yep.
We get a bit of breaking news here.
Breaking.
Sid Vicious from the WWF
I know.
has died.
Very sad.
Yeah.
Very, very sad.
One of the most gnarly in-ring injuries you'll ever see.
Yep.
He died from an in-ring injury.
No, but just in general, one of the nastiest videos you'll see of a leg breaking in the ring. Yeah.
Yeah, it was his ankle. He had really thin ankles. He was jacked.
Giant man, yeah.
He was jacked.
Skipped
Jumped off
ankle
the top
day.
rope and tried to land on one leg, and the leg just.
Oh man.
And he's standing on where it broke. It's
Yeah.
so nasty.
It wasn't good.
Oh,
So nasty.
my
Can't
God.
fake that.
No.
That was scripted.
Scripted.
Yeah.
Yeah, they scripted that leg break.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's that story. Well, speaking of celebrity deaths, did you see that death is? O.J. Simpson, his ashes, they have been turned into jewelry.
Oh.
What?
Yes. So O.J. Simpson, his longtime lawyer, now executor of his will, they have turned all of his ashes into jewelry, and they've been given to his 4 adult children.
That's nice.
What does that mean? Does that like how Kyle has some of his dad on his necklace kind of thing?
Is that what that is?
That's my dad.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
Some
called
of
a
it.
menthol thing.
No.
I thought it was cocaine.
That's
I
amazing.
mean, technically, it is a little bit of cocaine in there.
Yeah.
Is there?
Well, my dad's in there. Yeah.
Inside his dad.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So Simpson was cremated, and then his kids they signed off. They said, "Yeah, we want his ashes turned into an assortment of jewelry."
They were melted down and then they added some shit to it and then they made it into like a bracelet.
Yeah.
Or they put the ashes inside little glass bubbles and then they get to beat it themselves
Yeah.
and have like an arts and crafts jewelry making day.
I think what it is so typically it's necklaces or bracelets and miniature urns, but they're pendants. So I think it's all just combined together.
That's insane.
Yeah. So lucky kids, just lucky kids.
That brings the whole like taxidermy thing to a new level. I feel like just ethically sourcing out the rest of your father and just
Right.
being able to wear him everywhere.
Yeah, O.J. Simpson. I mean,
It's
it's definitely something. My cousin Bjorn ended up committing suicide. Be very careful out there. If you're sad, find a friend.
Yes.
Give a phone call. Even look at porn. I don't know what you do, but whatever.
Nah, that makes it worse.
He became a tree.
Don't do that.
Oh, I've seen that.
He became a tree.
That's beautiful.
That's
like
what I
that.
wanted to be. Maybe a little
Yeah.
peach tree, something
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, and then just also that story I teased, that was basically it. But a mom confessed that she was 22 when she was pregnant, and her partner didn't know what to name the child. She looked over at a lampshade and said, "Shade, that's a cute name." And then the guy was like, "Yeah, that Shade's a cute name." And then when the daughter was 25, they're like, "Just so you know, you're named after a lampshade." And
That's
then
absolutely
she's
hilarious.
like super pissed.
Yeah. Why would she? She never. She wasn't pissed beforehand.
No, I actually think Shade, it's spelled Shaide. Kind of like a Sade.
Shaid.
Yeah, I thought they would just say Sade.
No,
Like we
Sade.
named you after.
It's kind of like that dude from what is it? Rotten Burgundy, who just like looked like lamp
Oh,
microphone
Brick.
brick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Brick would name his kid.
Pants party.
He did love lamp.
All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for watching. And whatever you name your kids, just make sure you give them hugs, and then they won't kill your whole family.
Yeah.
And check out Cancer Christ, the biggest new band on the streets today.
Definitely
Yeah.
one of those things where
Yep.
you should separate the artist from the art.
I think Cancer Christ is going to open up for Corey Feldman.
Oh, that'd be
That's
great.
the
That
next
would be
big
so
tour.
sick.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Hail yourself. Talk to you soon. Bye.